Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the 7th chapter of our class 6 science textbook, that is getting to know the plants. So you must have observed various and different types of plants around you. Some will be very small in height, some may be about your height, and some even much taller than your parents. So how can we differentiate, or how can we study about all the plants? We have a very simple way, that is to classify them into various groups. So based on different properties or different characters of plants, we can mainly divide them into three groups. So what are those? Herbs, shrubs and trees. So one by one we will go through each of them. First, let's see herbs. Herbs will be of short height. All the very short plants like this much, you can say, they will be called as herbs. You remember, even a tree, when it is growing from the seed, it will come to a very small height stage. But whenever we will divide the plants into these groups, we should remember that we are talking about the height of a matured plant. Okay, after it has grown, then only we will see the height. So a mature herb will be of short height and they will be green and tender. That means they will easily, you can crush them between your fingers. They will be green in color. That means the stem, the leaves, of course, the stem and branch will also be of green color. They will be non-woody. They will have very few branches. Then you can easily bend the stem of these plants. Short height, green and tender, non-woody stem, and very easily you can bend them and crush them between your fingers. They are herbs. So some examples I have cited here. That is tomato plant, tulsi plant, mint or pudina plant, paddy plant. Some more examples you can write like coriander. So these will be considered as herbs. Next group we will see are shrubs. So shrubs will be of medium height. That means they will be about your height or a little taller than you. They will be of medium height, but their stem will be hard and woody. You cannot easily bend them. You have to apply force and not possible to bend them. If you will put more force, it will break. So it will be hard and woody and they will have low branching. Low branching means the branching will start directly near the base of the plant or from near the ground. If this is your ground, the branching will start near the base of the plant itself. That is what? Low branching. And some of the examples are China rose or hibiscus plant, lemon, jasmine, etc. Next group we will see are trees. Trees are the tallest of them or very tall in height, and they will have hard and very thick brown stem. And the stem or thick brown stem of the trees are also known as trunk. So you remember, short height, medium height, very tall, green and tender, non-woody stem, woody stem, but the stem of shrubs will be thinner than the trees. Trees will have hard, thick, and thick means very diameter will be huge, and they are also known as trunk. Next is, of course, woody stem and high branching. That means not near the base, but if this is a tree, you will see the branching will be towards the top of the plant, high branching. Some of the examples are mango tree, pine tree, apple tree. These are some examples of trees. I hope that you have understood the characteristics of each type and also how to differentiate them. Easily you can note down all these points and you can easily differentiate them. You see, some of the plants are there who have very weak stem and they cannot stand erect or upright on their own. Here you see very weak stem and they cannot stand upright. They need help of something. So such plants can be categorized into two groups, creepers and climbers. Creepers, by the name itself you can understand, creepers will creep or spread on the ground. Some examples are watermelon and pumpkin, while climbers, by the name you can see, they climb up. They take the help of any neighboring structures. It may be a wall, it may be a pole, and with the help of those structures, these plants will climb up. Some examples are money plant, pea plant, bitter gourd, etc. Next topic we will see are parts of a plant. So here you can see I have drawn a picture here and various parts are written. So let's see one by one. First you can see flowers. So flowers are this colorful part of the plant and this small, you can see branch like structure, this small stem part which is connecting the flower to the stem are known as pedicle. Next will be, here you see, these are the leaves of the plant. These leaves are attached to the branches or to the stem through a small part. These are called petiole. So you see the difference between pedicle and petiole. Pedicle connects or joins the flower to the plant and petiole joins or connects the leaves to the plant. Some other parts like bud, a small flower which has not bloomed yet, they are known as bud. Then branches, branches connect the stem or the trunk of the plant to other parts like leaves and fruits or flowers. Then this main thick backbone you can say, or the main supporting structure or the part which gives the shape and structure to the plant is nothing but its stem. Then when we will see under the ground, you will see very small hair-like structures. They are roots. You see, if this is the ground level, the part below or under the ground are known as root system, and the parts of the plant above the ground level, they are known as shoot system. So when we say shoot system will include the flowers, buds, leaves, branches, stem, all this part. And when we say root system, it will include all the parts below the ground like the main root or these lateral roots. So these are parts of the plant. We will have to go through each of these and we will study what are the functions of these plants and how it helps the plant to survive.